Hi team, so today I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your Body Project account from a philosophical perspective. So some of the things that I think are going to be important from a consistency and progress way of looking at it, but also from a technology perspective. We're going to do it on the website, but most of it applies to the app as well. I know there are some differences, but most of it you can use together. We are still working on some of the technology to connect. It's a hard job. It's a big job. It's frustrating, but we'll get there in the end. So here we go. Let's start off having a look at the fitness test, because I know a lot of you either don't use the fitness test. So we click on my account, we click on Toolkit, and we scroll down to fitness test. I'm just clicking on that now. A lot of you don't use the fitness test. I understand that. What's the fitness test good for? One, it's good for finding a plan for you to start, and it's going to show you kind of where you might want to get started. Two, it's great for benchmarking. So with the fitness test, you're able to see where you are now against where you are in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, a year, so on and so forth. There's two fitness tests. There's the low impact and the classic. A lot of people go for the classic. I think you have to be pretty confident in your fitness ability to go for classic. It's got push-ups and burpees and sit-ups. It's going to place you in plans, specifically the classic journey of trainee, apprentice and graduate, which are great, but they are going to feature exercises that have push-ups, burpees and sit-ups. So a lot of people just click on the classic. I think more people are better off in the low impact test. It's not as accurate as a kind of as a tool in the way that we traditionally fitness test, but we have worked hard to make sure that it's putting you in the right plans. We've made sure that it's something that you can benchmark against. It's a nice thing to do. It's achievable for the majority of us. So do the fitness test. Don't judge your score. It's a great benchmark. And when you finish the fitness test, you're going to be sent a link to the plan that's suitable for you. Definitely give it a go. It's a great starting point. And I'd recommend, even if you're not using it to help you find a plan, it's a good thing to do maybe every 8 weeks just to see kind of how you've improved. It's another nice metric beyond the scale, beyond the measuring tape, that gives you that confidence to keep going. It's nice to see progress, isn't it? Tangible, real progress. So let's imagine we found a plan that's going to work for us and we're ready to get into it. Let me show you a few things about how you can maximize your progress through that plan. So let's say that we've gone for, let's choose one here. I'm going to choose one of the Real Start plans. I'm going to choose Real Start Plus. Okay, so I'm now taking part in Real Start Plus. Let me just run through some of the things you've got in here. The first thing is you've got a program PDF. So you can kind of download that, and then when you're not on your computer, you can have a look, you can tick things off. It's quite nice sometimes for people to have physical stuff, although I am into having zero printed as much as I can these days, but because of I like trees more than paper. But I understand we have to print some things off. And if you like putting things on the fridge, that's really good. That's the program PDF here. Then you've got week 1 and week 2. So let's just say we're starting on week 1, day 1, Just Move Plus. And let's imagine I've just finished the workout. At the end of the workout, I can mark complete. That is going to monitor, and there's a picture of me looking quite young. No grey hair there. Must be at least 10 years old, that fit picture. Saying well done. I should probably update them, or maybe not. Maybe I'll leave them there forever so people think that's Peter Pan. And marked completed. Now, that's going to be marked completed on your dashboard. I'll show you that in a second. It's actually, let's just run to that quickly. So then when you go to your dashboard, you're able to see, which I think is a nice touch, that you've done 1 of 12. So this is a program that you're doing, and it shows you what your progress is. And then to get back to it, at any time you log in, you just click on continue. I think that's quite a nice little touch. Small thing, but I'm keen on these, on the small touches. And when you come back to the plan, you're actually automatically taken to where you are next. However, let's go back to Just Move Plus. There's a thing here called a turbo workout. So that's always on your right hand side. So if I click on the turbo workout, this is a workout that myself or Alex have selected that we feel perfectly complements the one you've just done. Doesn't necessarily, in different ways. I won't go into the specifics of how it complements. We feel this is a complementary workout to the one you've just done. We've chosen them carefully. You can mark that complete as well. Good job, Rocky, still with the youthful photo. So there we go. So we kind of we've now done the workout and the optional turbo, optional. So whenever you've got that extra little bit of juice in the carton, you can do a bit more, but it's not part of the plan in the same way that Just Move Plus is. Does that make sense? So I hope that helps. That is an optional thing that if you want a bit more, we've chosen the exercise for you that we think accompanies it best. Now, I'm going to find a workout that... Okay, so let's say, Sparta. It's very popular, but let's imagine you don't like that format. You don't like... So now you're on day 5. I hope I'm not losing you here. You've done all your things. You got to Sparta. That's not a workout for you. Maybe you've done it before. Maybe it's not a style that you like. You might find Pilates is the same. You might find... Whatever it is. So I've got to Sparta. Day 5. Don't like that workout. It's not for me. So let's click on it now. This is more philosophical, I suppose. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to look at that. I don't like Daniel's face. It's not my sort of thing. What is the type of workout? It's a difficulty of 3. It's a circuit and it's 30 minutes or so in duration. I don't want to do that one. So we go to the workouts library. Here we go. And this is where I'm trying to help you find ways to keep moving, and I'm going to go for a difficulty of 3, and I'm going to go for a circuit. I'm not going to click in the duration because I can sort of pick that as I go, and then I've got the 10. So then I can go, okay, cardio combo real start, that's 31 minutes. There's let's have a look, ultimate Tabata, quite like the look of that. Mixed intervals, I like working out with Alex more than Daniel, at least she's honest about her age in the photographs. Double hit, and I can look at the duration of it as well, 32. And I'm gonna go, right, I'm gonna do double hit. I like the AVDs. I'm gonna do the double hit. It's a circuit, it's a similar duration. It's a different workout, but it's not, it was a total body workout. I kind of got that, I forgot to put that in. I'm going to do that workout. I'm going to go back to the plan that I'm taking part in. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to continue there. Hopefully this all makes sense. I've done a roughly equivalent workout to replace something. So you might even start a workout and you're not enjoying it. You make that switch up. You mark it as complete. Although I've done a different one there, and you carry on with a plan. Like, as far as I'm concerned, and, you know, I did make the workout plan. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine. Don't like the workout, don't enjoy it, can't do some moves in it, switch it up for a rough equivalent, and you're still winning. It doesn't matter, that's fine. The goal is not to follow everything so diligently. The goal is to get you moving in a broadly considered progressive way. Does that make sense? That has a nice balance, as long as we can get you to do that. I'm happy for you to say confidently, even if you replace 2 or 3 of them, I completed Real Start Plus. That's it. Simple. If you do, so there's a different element here. If you do Engage, let's just say you've completed Engage and you've found it a real challenge and you want to do it again the next day, I like that. I'm happy with that. But therefore, it's not a problem to do that. There's a better way, I think, but then you wouldn't be moving on. What I'd prefer is if you're coming across workouts that you find really challenging within the plan. So let's say you're finding Real Start Plus a real challenge. I would say it's better to keep going through or go to a different plan that's a slightly lower level. But probably if most of it's okay and some of it's a bit tough, repeat the plan again. This is a big one. People think that they've done Real Start Plus, they have to go on to Real Start Evolve or Real Start Totally or wherever it is. No. Monitor yourself. Was it, do the Goldilocks thing. Porridge is too cold, porridge is too hot, whatever it is. Like, always be thinking about that. There is no right speed. I'd be amazed if anybody went from Real Start Foundations all the way through to Blaze without any repeats. But that would be that. The only way that would happen is if it was somebody who was very fit who'd had a year out. So their fitness is kind of deceptive because actually they've been very, very, very fit through most of their lives. They've done lots and lots of exercise and they're coming back to it. That's very different to someone who hasn't got a broad range of experience with exercise. They're not going to progress at the same speed. So don't judge your own progression. If you're finding a lot of the workouts in the plan too hard, go to the plan before and do that one. If you found it, close, do it again. Switch up workouts if you don't like the moves. Switch up workouts. We don't want to be seeing, if it's happening every single time, there's something wrong, right? If you don't like every single workout. But be flexible. Be flexible. If you're feeling like you're having a bad day, switch it for something that's a little bit easier. No problems at all. You still want a ticket? Still ticket. I'd like to see you try, and if you're going to I'd rather if you're going to go for like an AVD recovery workout. I hope this is all still making sense. So do comment if it's not. I think that if you're stepping out of the plan, out of the framework, so you can see here difficulty 2, body focus total. If you're switching it for a difficulty 1, 10 minutes, probably then say, come back, don't replace that. That makes sense. I know it does. I hope it does. Okay, so now let's imagine that we've gone through this workout plan in broadly the way that we've discussed here. Let's go back to the plan. Hang on, so click back there. There. Oh no, hang on. Sorry. Don't even know how to use my own website. I should have got someone else to do this. So let's imagine that we've finished the plan. So now we've done Real Start Plus. Apart from a big congratulations, you are a legend. We can now click on this where next. And so we've got the top choice. We chose these. Energize for me is the most natural progression from Real Start Plus. And this isn't perfect. This is just our opinion. That's the top choice. The second choice is Real Start Movement. We thought that was a nice fun one to put in. Real Start Evolve was the original workout beyond Real Start Plus, but we got that wrong. We overstepped the progress. We're happy to admit that. We got that a little wrong. So we've kind of said, we've put that as want a little more. You've got to really be ready to push on if you want Evolve. And so we always give you a recommendation at the end of every plan. And that's always here next to the thing, where next. A lot of this stuff isn't on the app, but it's always good to just come to the website, check this stuff, and then go and schedule yourself in the app. That's absolutely fine. Of course, the final thing on the PDF there was reset and repeat. I just not done enough, in my opinion. The second time through a plan, you've mastered it in a different way. You understand what's coming next better. You build confidence. Your exercise at its essence is a repetition. Our body evolves to what it is expecting. That's its essence of exercise, is repetition. So I love option 4. I don't think that's used half enough. Do the plan again. Do it another time. You're still going to get benefits. Don't need to keep... It's not a ladder. Like, your health isn't a ladder. It's a continuous journey. So don't ever feel like you have to just keep pressing on. So that's kind of, for me, doing the site, doing the plans, and there's so many programs, is the essence of the Body Project website. How you can replace them, where you can go next, doing the turbos if you feel like you've got a little bit more in the tank. If you just want to choose random workouts, it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, this is plans. I've gone into plans. All the plans are here. So you can have a look here and see all the different plans that you can take part in, different durations and so on and so forth. We actually are doing some work on developing each plan and breaking it down slightly different ways. So that's going to get a lot better over the coming weeks. But you can always go into the workouts library and just choose anything. I mean, you don't have to do plans. You could just come in one day, say, right, today I'm feeling like a level 2 and I want to have some resistance. And then we're going to show you what you got. There we go. Probably could have a few more of them. But that's still, but look, there's a nice range of resistance workouts there. Movement fundamentals, circuit, express. I think that actually why there's very little number 2 resistance is that I kind of normally put 3 on resistance workouts because it depends on the weights you're using. So I think that's probably why that one came up embarrassingly short, is that resistance is hard because it's more about the weight you use than the movements. So I normally just put a broad 3 on it. That's probably good for you to know when you're doing your searches, that that's the case. Because even if you want, like, you might find that we're short on level 5 resistance workouts, go for a level 3, get some heavier weights, you've got a level 5. There's a few there, but again, we've got that same shortage. That's the reason, I promise, because there's a lot of all the resistance workouts can be level 4 or 5 if you use a heavy enough weight. So you just kind of go, if you want to do random stuff, do random stuff. Sometimes people like to do a bit of random, so they love the beats style workouts, and so they might just spend a couple of weeks going for beats, just, you know, to take the pressure off. I'm cool with that. I like that a lot. This is an underused, and a lot of this is I'm trying to find underused parts of the website, because I can't see what you're doing. Like, I can't see, let's say you're Susan, somebody who's watching this is Susan. I can't see, oh, Susan isn't using the instructional videos. I can't see that. I promise. I think that there would be some sort of a data breach, I'd imagine. I can't see that everybody, every single, I mean, we might be able to, I don't know, but I can't see, I don't look, even if there is a record of what every individual's clicking on, but I can see that these videos aren't used enough in comparison to other ones. It's great information here. How to substitute different exercises, how to adapting from complexity, how to adapt lower body movements, upper body movements, some boxing technique, adaptations, using the pause button, how to use that properly, some more general ways. So these are great videos. They're not done enough. And I don't know if they're not done enough by you, I promise. But they're not done enough. They are magnificent. They're so good. The live workouts here, they're not on the app, the live workouts. The reason they're not on the app is because they were filmed in a park without even on like a stick with some sellotape. They're not they're not professionally produced. There's some good workouts in there. But yeah, they're kind of, you know, I try. They're very good plans. They're very tough plans, some of these. But yeah, they're not. The production level on them's a little low. But give them a go if you can ignore. They're quite funny. They're quite funny. They're a good bit of fun. Okay, so then let's just have a quick look. Let's go back to the dashboard again. Hopefully this has been useful. Do let me know in the comments if it's useful. I want you to get the most from your experience. it's more philosophical than it is technology, because you kind of now you're understanding, improve technique, change the workouts if I have to, add when I've got that extra energy, add on like this. When I finish the plan, where am I going to go to next? This is all good stuff. So you've obviously got additional resources and books and things like that. There's some really great things that I can pick out for you in additional resources. The Emotional Eating Handbook, that remains for me the information on breaking emotional eating. It really does, and that's through years of working on it. Some troubleshooters for plateaus, best accompanied with the book, a quick start guide to get you going. We've got the exercise handbook to help you choosing the right weights and so on and so forth. And there's lots of different resources here that are really useful. They're really useful. And of course, on top of that, you've got the books that are incredibly beneficial or useful. Again, I was trying not to use the same word again, but that kind of, they have great utility. That's my writing career. Too small too limited a dictionary. Wow, proving it as I'm talking. The books, and I talk about how to use the books. I mean, that's a fairly sophisticated process, comprehensive process, so that might be too much. But if you're really going for it, these are good books. And I'm not saying that because we wrote them. I'm saying that because they're comprehensive and they cover everything, and they have been proven to be incredibly effective. They're good because they work. It's all in here for you. You obviously, you know about, I'm not going to go through things like the community and the merchandise and the, like, this is the stuff that's going to get you going the best with your experience with Team Body Project. And of course, if you have the app, the benefits of the app are you get to download workouts to your device. You get to schedule your workouts in a calendar, and you get to connect it to your TV. We can't, with the app, get all of the services that or the features that we've got on the website. It's too complicated. So I definitely think that if you are using the app, it's useful to come back to the website from time to time. You've got things that just aren't available on the app. The sculptors, they're little extras that you can add on if you want to focus on a body part. So let's say that you really, at the moment, want to do arms. So you can come and you can do an arm sculptor, and you get that extra bit of work on a body part that you use. Oh, look, there's a message from me popping up telling me how to use them. It's nice. Thanks, Daniel. Close. Sure, that happens a lot. So yeah, and there's so much in here. This is not, this is pretty kind of mundane stuff in some ways. You know, this is not the essence of Team Body Project. But if you want that little bit of sculpting, let's say you want the shoulders or the chest or the back or the arms or the legs or whatever it is, here's a place that you can come and find an exercise that helps you do that. They've never been as popular as I thought they might be. And maybe it's because people don't know about them. And that's why we've never built on it. But they're lovely. They are. They're really great little extras for you to get what you want. I promise you when I say we've made sure that everything is here for you to achieve whatever you want with your health. It's all here. It's hidden in some ways, isn't it? But it's all here. So, I think that's enough for today, because I've now probably you don't want you to have information overload. But that, at its essence, is how you're going to get the most from your Team Body Project membership. Keep pressing play though, whatever it is. Don't use this and think, oh, I need to do that. There's nothing you need to do except keep turning up and giving your personal best. That goes without saying. That's the message that underpins everything that we stand for at Team Body Project. And yeah, if you're doing that, I'm proud of you. That's all I want. Stay strong, stay magnificent. Until next time.